In this bulletin, a new film dramatises the plight of HIV/AIDS in Papua New Guinea. Sydney women decide to make it their business to help other women in India. And a singer celebrity is invited to sing to young Catholic pilgrims for World Youth Day. This is InFocus Adventist News. Hello, I'm David Gibbons. A new film about the horror of HIV and AIDS in Papua New Guinea has just been released on DVD. The film is based on the true story of a high school girl who was infected with HIV after she started going out with a businessman. When her father discovered that she was HIV positive, he disowned her and abandoned her in an isolated rainforest to die. Emraan Belong Me Yet was filmed in 2007, but the completion of the project was delayed due to the tragic death of the scriptwriter Martina de Rice on the day the filming was completed. The film follows the success of de Rice's first film on HIV/AIDS called Oh Papa God back in 2006. That film was shown on television and tens of thousands of DVD copies were used by Christian denominations and non-government organisations fighting HIV/AIDS in the South Pacific. 20,000 copies of the new film, which was made by Adventist Health in Papua New Guinea and directed by Pastor Matapit de Rice, have already been produced. Emraan Belong Me Yet will be aired on television in Papua New Guinea in July. 13 Australian tertiary students have raised $2,000 for speech and hearing impaired children at a school in India. The school children at Collegial in southern India are totally dependent upon sponsors for their schooling. The fundraisers from Avondale College, a tertiary college operated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, chose to go on a 25-kilometre hike on the central coast of New South Wales. The walkathon became the year's biggest fundraiser for Cosmos, a student-run mission club on campus. Also assisting Indians in need this week were the more than 350 Adventist women who gathered at Kurrajong in Sydney for a spiritual retreat. The women raised more than $12,000 to help women in India become more independent. The money raised will be used to teach Indian women to read and write and to make and sell baskets. Keynote speaker Julian Dirkseen Kapo, a Bible teacher who lives in New Zealand, encouraged and revitalised the women on the theme My King and I. A new book about Pitcairn Island has just been published. The focus of the book, Pitcairn Paradise Lost, is on trials of 13 men charged with 96 sex offences dating back to the 1960s. In 2007, convictions were completed and a number of men are currently serving prison sentences on the island. Author Kathy Marks was one of the 6 journalists selected by the British High Commission to visit the island. Her book recalls the paradise myths that began with the 1789 mutiny on the British ship Bounty. The early Pitcairners converted to Christianity and a Seventh-day Adventist pastor has been working on the island since the 1890s. The Newcastle Herald reports that a big entertainment name from the Hunter region will perform as part of World Youth Day next month. Our very own Francine Bell will perform at Darling Harbour in Sydney on July 18 in front of tens of thousands of Catholic pilgrims as well as Pope Benedict XVI. Francine, who will sing a gospel hymn at the Mass, says she sees this as an opportunity to communicate with young people on a spiritual level.
My focus is on the future leaders of the world, the young people.
And finally, in this week's record, the Victorian Adventist Book Centre has been awarded a trophy for the highest sales in 2007. Principals and teachers from Seventh-day Adventist schools in the Solomon Islands, the Cook Islands, Fiji and Vanuatu are now equipped to teach a new Pacific Bible program. There's a great vegetarian stir-fry recipe. And the editor says that because real treasure is to be found in the kingdom of heaven, Christians should see giving as being the ultimate response to an economy built on getting and having. That's the news for this week. Don't forget that the full edition of InFocus can be seen on Hope TV every Friday night and again on Saturday and Sunday. Thanks for watching. I'm David Gibbons.